Welcome to today's video. It is an unboxing and first impression, kind of the review before the review, if you will, on finding out everything there is to know what's inside this box of the DJI Osmo Pocket 3 Creator Kit. Got a bunch of stuff in here that I'm probably going to need everything in here for what we do on a daily basis. How is this camera going to be our go-to? Going forward on this channel, this is what we'll be using. Let's open it up and check it out. The official unboxing begins on the DJI Osmo Pocket 3 Creator Combo. Now there are a couple different versions that are available that we will touch on future videos. This is an unboxing video. Pretty much everything you're gonna get inside the box and what you're gonna need to start to use this camera, which you get this, I believe there's only one or two things you really gotta be concerned about, not in a scary way, but just have that goes along with this. So we will open this up, but everything we see right here is included inside the box. And that's why I wanted to get this, is because basically not only do you get a microphone, but you get an extended handle that's also a battery. All right, here we go. Opening it up for the first time. I don't know, I have had this for about, I don't even want to say it all out, probably 6 months. Just never got around to opening it. So doing this together, there's a little piece of tape here. I guess just peel that off. Okay, 2 pieces of tape. So yeah, we're gonna take this one off. Basically, I have had this for so long that I couldn't even return it. So it is appropriate that I finally get right down to it. And first of all, get these desiccant bags. Toss that out and check out everything. Ooh, we got a nice little case. That's cool. That will come in handy. There is the, I'm gonna have to really go through this, the Creator Combo manual, the instructions on just everything I need to know. I think there's basically, just to kind of sum it up, I think there's gonna be 2 ways that you'll be able to import your videos. I think you can see on the app here, your Android or on the Apple App Store, or you can just go old fashioned and just plug in your SD card and just upload that way. So I have pulled out the case. This is the hard copy, the hard case to protect the camera, you know, and just. You have this or you have this. I mean, you could put them, if you could fit both in there. But for the most part, you can set it in here. And the official description, the Osmo Pocket 3 protective cover. Everything else is inside of the larger case. So it's cool the way that they have all this in there. Gotta find the right end to open. I believe it's this. It's funny that it's taken me a long time to open this, and just imagining how much I'm going to use it. It's going to be used a lot, and just interesting. You know, something I've put off for that long. It will be used pretty much every day. It's kind of like one of those travel bags. So yeah, very nice. Everything in there. This is what we're talking about right here. This is what it's all about. It is the camera. For the first time, I am holding a Pocket 3. And you know, just first impression here is I expected this to be smaller. So you know, there is battery on here, and that's another thing, is I'm not sure how much it's charged. Why I can't just go out and say, okay, we're gonna start using this right now. But you know, to put on the extender will even be more of a handle, but this isn't bad. So if you were just, you know, interested in just using it that way, it's very comfortable. It's not too small, it's not too big, it's gonna be perfect. And next is, it looks like the extender. So this is the extra handle, which will come in handy. It'll be nice to have that reach when you're basically turning the camera to face you. It's nice to have little bit of a stick to put, whether you're using this or another camera or your phone. So, but again, just using that, not bad for the hand, but yeah, to have that extra battery life, so that, yeah, you can see where it plugs into charge, and yeah, you get that extra boost. It's like carrying a spare battery along with you. So plus you have the extra reach, and then should just pull apart, plug in pretty easily. Now, something I am very curious about is, number one, this is going to pair with this immediately. You're not going to have to do anything. From what I understand is, you turn this on, it's going to register on there, and you're going to be good to go. But will you need to use this? And you know, this does have a mic on there, so you know, I'll have to test out where you charge it, if I'll need to have a mic on me when I'm using it. During a windy day, it'll be nice to put, you know, some kind of fuzz over here to block it out, because I don't know if there's anything you can do on the camera itself. But I'll find out if I will need to use this for basically everyday use. Also, it looks like another piece. So there is, it's kind of like the transformer here. Now, there is a stand. Maybe this is the battery. Maybe that other one's the hand. This is, okay, so this isn't the battery. This is the extender. So actually it clips into, actually maybe not. Maybe, okay, so you have this, and then if you want just a smaller one without the battery, you have that. Okay, so that's what that is. I was gonna say, you know, you keep adding and adding, but you notice the bottoms have the screw for the little stand here, which will be great to just set on a table, and you want to just kind of stand and not have to hold the camera. That's where this comes in. So yeah, the creator kit, a lot of good stuff in here. I'm not sure if the mic comes with just the camera, but if you get the creator kit, it's all included. So yeah, you get the nice theming there on all legs. So whether you want to just use this one or that one, you have that choice. So that is everything that was in actually some power cords. And I'm sure that's going to not only charge the camera, but the mics. And if you have other DJI mics, and you know, you have that case, you could just drop them in there. So that is, you can never have too many mics. And here's all the little wristband if you want to, you know, just for security reasons. And then this would go right over to block out the wind. So these come in big. This is huge, especially when it's super windy out. It will totally block it out. And this is pretty cool. The only one I've ever noticed like this. So you have the speaker grills here that will allow the sound coming out of here. That's why it's so big. Like it plugs in one more time. It goes into that hole, and then, you know, everything that comes out of right here will go through. You know, will be protected. So, and then you have a little clip here. You can put it wherever you want. Sometimes there's a magnet. I'm not seeing a magnet with this, but you have the clip. Some come with a magnet, some don't. Or more desiccant bags, and there was one last thing in here. This might be the magnet. I can never get it open. Oh no, it's the you know, it's the lens. So I don't know how much I'm going to use this, but it does come with an extra you know, lens I can put over here. But for the most part, I'm probably just going to go with this feature. I'm not going to get too technical with this, but it is cool that they threw this in there. So yeah, it's a 0.75 by 15 millimeter lens. And that was the complete unboxing. A lot of good stuff in there. And you know what? I think you could put, you know, you put this in here, I think it will fit. I think you could put everything back in here and just just take this along everywhere you go. Now, we'll kind of check out some things. There's a few different ways to turn this on. You can flip the screen, or you can hold the power button. So I'm curious what I'm going to end up doing, you know, for the most part. If I'm going to flip it or press the button. I worry about flipping the screen after so many times, because you want to get as many years out of this as possible. But there is the vertical, but I'm going to shoot horizontal, so I'm always going to want to have the screen flipped. So I'll remove that, the protective here. And there is a power button. I'm pretty sure the power button is the record. So you could hold that down. You see how that just moves? So yeah, it's English. This is all going to be touch screen. There's the device name. You can activate before use. And I think I'm going to scan this and just get the app installed, and just to have it on my phone. I think that's probably the best case scenario. So it paired really easily. Once I installed the app and you have the phone close to the camera, it just starts working. And check this out, you can actually navigate through your phone from either using the camera or using the phone to move around the same shot you'll get with the camera. Really awesome. Also, I do recommend installing the DJI app on your mobile phone, because there are a bunch of videos that will really break down a lot of stuff on here that I'm not going to be able to get to everything in this unboxing, and even in the review. There's things to know, and I want to say about 7 to 9 videos will really help you out, so they don't just kind of throw you out there and go, good luck with this. There's a bunch of tutorials on here that will really help out. So it is updated and just kind of showing how it pairs with the phone. So I'll figure more of that out. And it does tell me that there's no SD card. So there is a spot to put that micro SD card in. And that's something that I did pick up when I purchased this camera. And you can see that when I move this around, the gimbal will just kind of do its own thing. So, and I think you can kind of put it more in a manual, but it's gonna be really cool using this and getting used to it. But it does feel pretty solid, pretty sturdy. So very happy with it so far. And then if I flip it, this is pretty much gonna be, you know, the norm on how I'm going to record. By turning it, it will shut off. That closes, and if I flip it again, it will power back on. So it can do it that way, or I can hold down. Very, very interesting how that closes. Or I can just hold down the record and we'll do the same thing. And you can see it's about 50% battery. So hitting the record, it will tell me that there's no SD. So I'm not sure if I can shut it. If I just hold it down, will it shut down? It will. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in the micro SD and just get that all squared away, and then start using the camera, and then kind of coming back to doing I got a fun vlog I'm going to do with it. A little review vlog. Pretty much the only thing not included with the creator kit is the actual memory card. And I went with a 256. This should work with this. There's a lot to choose from, but this one was recommended. It's a 4K UHD. It's meant for this, and the little guy is going to go in there. And then when I upload, I can either do it off the app now, or I could put it in here and upload the old-fashioned way. So this is the only thing you will need that to really utilize and use the camera that it doesn't come with. So everything else was included. It's kind of like opening up those that cold medicine. The moment of truth is, I'm just gonna, dump it in my hand, and you never know if it goes in like that or if you got to turn it. So I'll figure that one out. It's very hard to see, but I believe it goes in like this. So if you're looking at the logo, this is the back of the SD card. I think it goes in that way. We will see. but I can definitely, I'm going to tell you that just going in and out like that, I don't know. I might just be trying to upload this through the app and then importing those pictures into my editing software instead of taking that out over and over, because that's a little different than the regular size. You know, putting this into a camera, you know, pressing it in, getting it out, not bad, but that's a lot smaller. So yeah, I got to get used to that one. Let's flip the screen. Let's see what happens. So it is registering. So if I decide to start recording, now is this going to go away? I always said to it's going to take some getting used to. I mean, because it's so small, but if I hit that and then, whoops, see, it's like the time crunch here. Here's the, let's see if I got any, nope. Let's see if I can, okay, that's the video. It should show, I might have to go on the app. I might have to actually look at the app to get the playback. Something that I'm used to is sometimes doing a video, I'll go back and I can watch that back on this screen, but this might be a little bit different. So for the most part, I am always going to be on this. So if I film, not sure why this is always coming up, but if I touch it, it went away. But it is recording the room. And what happens if I double click that? Gimbal recentered. So that means it's going to kind of, look at that, it's going to kind of do its own thing. If I double it again, I recentered it again. So maybe there's a way to like turn it in like manual. What if I hit it once? Or I could just, okay, it's disabled when I use the, I guess it's not. It's always going to follow you around. So it's always going to get that centered. Very interesting. You tap it twice and it centers. It's still recording. Okay. Turn it off. Also, when I'm recording, like a way to like zoom in is let me think here. That gimbal is moving. Actually, I don't know how to, if I just do, will that go back? Okay. You start messing around with the screen and you know, all different stuff can happen, but there should be a way. Okay, so if I hold that up, look at how that zoomed in. Here, I'll do this logo right here. So, and this is all in like record mode too. So other cameras, sometimes it's slow. When you're recording and you wanna zoom in on something, it goes slow, but this is quick. Really quick. And then to turn it around, it will go slow. I wonder if there's a faster way to do a full motion here. You can see. Maybe if I hit it twice, no. It's centered. And if I go around, I have to figure out how to spin it quick and have it come back so it's facing me. Because that's a little slow. So got some troubleshooting to do, and that's why I wanted to do another video on basically a review on actually using the camera in the wild. But you can see how that gimbal does move around when I'm doing things. I just got to kind of figure out a couple different basics on spinning that around really quick and then going back to another shot. So otherwise I could do that and it could follow me. But there's got to be a better way with the controller. Okay, it's right here. It's not this. you hit that, it will spin around. It will spin that quick. So that's what it is. That's pretty cool. It spins really fast, and then it will go back. So if I'm recording, and we're checking out, okay, here's the table. Spin this around, boom, we're talking. Go back, this is all in the same shot. And I think that the way to, as this is recording, I'm gonna shut that down, to delete and to clear out that SD card is on the app. We can delete it, and as long as this is close to your phone, it will pair, and then you can do that. So this is pretty amazing. I got to tell you, I mean, just first impressions of opening it up, and it gave you the about half battery, and then of course we have this to give us that boost. So I am going to charge everything, plug it all in, and have a full charge and go out in the wild, and we're going to do a video with this. This will be exciting. I'll tell you what, I was worried, kind of nervous about switching cameras. This is pretty cool, and I'm glad I set it up through the app instead of doing it old-fashioned, instead of going into this. So we're entering a whole new world. I want to thank everybody for watching. Look at that thing. It's got a mind of its own. I'll see you guys next time. We're in uncharted territory, and it's just going to be like experiencing something together for the first time. I am excited about this. Why did it take me this long? This comes loose a little. I want to throw that out there, that I haven't really done anything because I didn't have it snapped. Okay, that's why. Kind of an airhead move there. So yeah, you got that. This isn't a battery. This is. But you get that extra handle, and when we go to McDonald's and we do a McDonaldland meal, get the McDonaldland shake, or McDonald's breakfast. A lot of McDonald's, I know. This will be perfect. We'll use this, and we can just flip it. It's so small. We'll come back this way, and we'll do a foodie, and we'll just kind of center it. We're centered. It's amazing. One thing, all of these are the same. You can run into a little bit of a charging thing here. It's going to take some time. This plugs into here, this plugs into here, and this plugs into here. So we have one of these. Maybe I have a couple universal ones lying around, but as far as the charging scenario, it's going to take a little bit, especially if you're using everything. So I recommend always making sure that you're completely charged to go here, and you want. I'm guessing that the mic will hold a pretty long charge. I've had some DJI mics. The mic I'm using right now is not, but it holds a good charge. So I'm worried about the camera, making sure that's charged, and then of course the backup. But I'm not always going to have this because it did feel pretty comfortable. If you just press those in, or maybe this is the eject. That's probably why that arrow's right there. This didn't feel bad. So that's pretty cool. Kind of the shot here. It's got a mind of its own. We will see how long this lasts, the longevity, because we're going to use it basically every day. And of course the lighting. We'll see how that is indoors, outdoors. From the video we just did, it looked pretty good when I was filming that way. So that's the unboxing and a little bit of a review on the Osmo Pocket 3. Oh, one last thing, and I didn't realize this when I was going over everything. This does not have a USB on either end. So, I am used to the USB wall plugs, but no, it's I don't know if this is considered a USB-C, but they're the same on both ends. So you will need luckily I had one of these. I just kind of went through everything, kind of going, oh my gosh, what am I going to find? So I just started with the mic, which we didn't check out, but we will in the next video. Call it the official review. This is the camera I have been using, so a little different. It's gonna take some time, but first of all, we're gonna charge everything up. But yeah, no USB end. So I just wanted to share that. You're not only gonna need an SD card, but you're gonna need something to plug in. So two things.